And we're live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network, St. Tammany Ochsner pregame show. Getting ready for this crosstown rivalry, St. Paul's Wolves versus Covington Lions. Getting ready at the Heap to get this game started. So I want to go ahead and just do a quick recap of the weekend. Had a doubleheader at home against Hammond on Saturday. Got 2 wins, came out of that. The Wolves are 15-4 on the season right now and 4-0 in District 5, 6A. And basically, Cade Anderson, first game, came out 7 strikeouts and 3 2/3 innings. Is that right?
Yep. He did his thing, and we got a lot of offensive production that game. Brian Lee with his first
career home run.
First career home run, which was a beautiful shot. It was really good at bat. I mean, it was about 8-9 pitch at bat, and 3-2 count, 2 outs, 2 men on, and their pitcher just left the ball up in the high part of the zone, and Brian put a good swing on it and had enough backspin, and it kind of got caught up in the wind, and not to take anything away from it.
But great at bat, 9 pitches, full count.
But yeah, no, I mean, it was enough to get out of here, and beautiful hit by him, and congratulations to him for his first high school home run. And it was kind of a tone setter from there on out. We had a couple big hits throughout the course of the game, and a few RBIs scattered throughout, and before you know it, you look up and it's 15 or 14-1.
Yeah.
So overall, good, solid team victory right there in Game 1.
Yep, a lot of infield singles. I know Lee had the 3-run homer. Winchester had a leadoff double in the second.
Yeah.
Got to lead off the second, third, and bat second and the fourth.
Yeah, so, I know. That's when you know you're having a good day offensively.
Yep. So second game wasn't too exciting. Wolves still get the win.
I think they actually heard that you were having crawfish that day, so everybody was kind of focused on that.
Am I getting the blame for that?
You're getting congratulatories for that. That stuff was good, man. So nice job on the crawfish.
Well done.
The kids definitely paid for it after the game. A couple of mental mistakes. I think we have to remember that they're 15, 16, and 17-year-old boys, some 18, and some days you show up and some days you don't. I think at the end of the day, it was a 3-1 game. I probably yawned as much as the seniors did during that game.
Well, you guys had a big night the night before. So.
And, and they paid the price. I think they really understood it. You had a couple of hits. I know Matthew had 2 hits in the game, couple of hits sprinkled here and there, but we really couldn't get anything going offensively. Defensively, I think we did a really good job on the mound. So we had who did we have first? We had
Aiden
Barrios. Barrios came in, and then.
Yep.
And then we had it, closed out by the freshman who did a nice job and continues to kind of eat up some innings and pound the zone, which is good.
And Hunter Sherwood came in.
Yeah, Sherwood came in between as well, did a nice job. But ultimately, I think Mick was looking for a little bit more out of everybody from an energy perspective, and I think you're going to get it here today. I mean, you got the Wolves at 15-4 and 4-0 in district going against 12-7, 3-1. So I think we picked a great day to come back to the park and hopefully have a good game today.
Yep. So let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Thanks St. Tammany and Ochsner for being our official pregame show sponsor and our official WPBN streaming deck sponsor here at the Heap. We'll get a commercial from those guys, and we'll be right back with the starting lineups for today's games.
There's a place on the North Shore where children feel right at home. Our highly specialized partnership provides them the most comprehensive pediatrics. Together, we offer extensive capabilities for everything from a simple checkup to specialties like cardiology and urology. So, while they have so far to go in life, all they need is right here. Ochsner Hospital for Children at St. Tammany Parish Hospital. Advanced care for kids of all ages. There's a place on the North Shore where children feel right at home. Our highly specialized partnership provides them the most comprehensive pediatrics. Together, we offer extensive capabilities for everything from a simple checkup to specialties like cardiology and urology. So, while they have so far to go in life, all they need is right here. Ochsner Hospital for Children at St. Tammany Parish Hospital. Advanced care for kids of all ages.
And we're back live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Mike Arnold, Jeff Winchester, Jeff Russo, and Coach Rick Malden in here. coached here from 1965 to 2040. Is that?
I got pretty good for that, don't I?
I know I got the dates wrong every time we said it last time. So he was here a long time. Great coach at St. Paul's. The previous coach before Coach Mick. Coach, tell us a little bit about this crosstown rivalry between Covington. I know you're talking about Coach Drag and the history there a little bit. Right. Just give us a little bit of background.
When I first came over here after leaving Jesuit, we weren't playing. So Covington and St. Paul's weren't playing each other.
Yeah.
Little incident had happened a few years before, little confrontation, I guess you could say, and they just shut it down. So when Johnny took over, him and I got together and went to the two administrations and said, it's just not right that these two groups of guys who play against each other all through the little leagues should not be. So I'd say it was about 1984 is it when it really started cranking up, and it was good. So he was just talking about that. It was a very good rivalry.
Yep. So like you said, a lot of these kids growing up together, crosstown friends.
Yep.
Went to the same schools growing up, stuff like that. So fun to watch these two teams compete because everybody kind of knows everybody. So.
Well, they do, and that's what makes it good. And the coaches, they know each other, and there's a great relationship between these two coaching staffs. I mean, it's not like there's a bitterness or an beef you got. This is really a good relationship.
And that rivalry and the friendship rivalry continues again still because you got some kids on both teams, St. Paul's and Covington, that they went to Lake Castle together.
That's right.
You got Michael Estrada, you got Mason Estrada on Covington, and then you also have the we got Lanou, we got Cooper, we have trying to think who else. Hunter Corres actually went to Lake Castle, and so you got a few guys that they grew up playing with each other. Now they're playing against each other, so that it's cool to see that kind of tradition continue.
Yep, exactly. So
to get back real quick, you talked about a little letdown in the second game the other day. The big problem when you have a season like St. Paul's is having, to continue to stay up. And to win the first game decidedly, then to come back the second game. Sometimes you got to, as a coach, you got to find a way to get that spark.
Right.
And if you let up a little bit in this district, even the weakest team will come back and beat you.
Well, you always hear about that in professional sports, collegiate sports, all sports. Teams either peaking too early or even a team getting a loss at the right time. Because you know what I'm saying. So you kind of hear about that. So
you do.
So you're absolutely right, Coach. So. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break one more time. Thanks St. Tammany and Ochsner, official sponsor of the WPBN pregame show. We'll come right back after that 30-second commercial, and we'll go through the starting lineups for Covington and St. Paul's.
There's a place on the North Shore where children feel right at home. Our highly specialized partnership provides them the most comprehensive pediatrics. Together, we offer extensive capabilities for everything from a simple checkup to specialties like cardiology and urology. So, while they have so far to go in life, all they need is right here. Ochsner Hospital for Children at St. Tammany Parish Hospital. Advanced care for kids of all ages.
When we hit the mute button, when we're back live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Connor Russo on the ones and twos.
He's holding it down, guys.
He definitely
runs a tight ship up here.
Yep. So let's kind of go ahead and do the starting lineup, Connor, if you want to throw that graphic up there.
Here we go.
And I'll let you go ahead and start, Russo, with the visiting Covington Lions.
Yeah, this will be good. So we have number 7, Jacob Gottschalk in center field, leading off. Mason Estrada, number 23 at shortstop, hitting in the second. Ben Fernandez behind the plate, number 19, hitting in the 3 spot. The pitcher, Landon, is it Fauntleroy?
Fauntleroy?
Yeah, is the pitcher today, hitting in the 4 spot. Tyler Wolf in left field in the 5. We have little Mikey Estrada, man. Yep. So he's been around for years, man. That played ball with his dad. So Michael Estrada at first base, hitting in the 6. Travers Benoit, DH, number 21 in the 7. Josh Barletter at third base, hitting in the 8 spot. Miles Pond at second base, hitting in the 9. And then Alex Cuvis in right field. It will be holding down right field, but the DH will be hitting in this spot.
Yep. And for the St. Paul's Wolves, 15-4 on the season, 4-0 in district. What you got over there, Winchester?
All right, so we're going to be having Cade Anderson lead off and patrol in center field, followed by Aiden Barrios, who's going to be over there in right field. And then on the mound tonight in the 3-hole, the big Puma, Matthew Russo, followed by the DH, Brian Lee. Behind the dish tonight will be Steven Spolita, followed by Trent Kayami in the 6-hole. In the 7-hole, we got Hunter Koras at third base. And hitting 8th will be Cade Lanou at second, followed by the left fielder, number 9, Cooper Winchester. And then Logan Pontiff will be playing first base.
Cool. So getting ready for this big crosstown rivalry. Got the umpires at the plate, talking to Coach Drag, talking to Coach Nunez, going over the ground rules, and we're going to go ahead and take one more commercial break, wrap up the pregame show, and then we'll come back for the national anthem, and we'll get this party started. So we'll be right back.
There's a place on the North Shore where children feel right at home. Our highly specialized partnership provides them the most comprehensive pediatrics. Together, we offer extensive capabilities for everything from a simple checkup to specialties like cardiology and urology. So, while they have so far to go in life, all they need is right here. Auctioner Hospital for Children at St. Tammany Parish Hospital. Advanced care for kids of all ages.
Now, fans, please stand, and gentlemen, remove your caps for Brother Rich's invocation. Afterwards, please remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Our patron St. Paul told the Galatians that there is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, for we are all one in Christ. Tonight, St. Paul might tell us, there is neither wolf nor lion, there is neither home nor away. nor is there public or Catholic, nor varsity or JV, for we are all one in Christ. So let us spend tonight in the beauty of baseball. Let us be our best selves and appreciate the best in each other. We pray to you, Lord, on this Tuesday night in Holy Week. Bless us and keep us safe and well. All of us, here and those who would like to be here, friends and family at work or at home watching the game online, and loved ones who are watching this game from paradise. For we are all one in Christ. St. Paul, our patron, pray for us. St. Jean-Baptiste de La Salle, pray for us. Live Jesus in our hearts forever.
We're live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network, getting ready for this matchup between St. Paul's and Covington. I want to thank Avala, official scoreboard sponsor. Thank you guys over at Avala. Also want to thank Habaneros. I want to thank Habaneros. It's Taco Tuesday here at the Heat.
Oh, yeah.
So come on out. And
here we go.
if you're watching at home and you want to get out the house, come on out and get you, what are we doing, 2 for $5, 3 for $5? What's the deal? Usually 2 for $5.
I think it's 2 for $5.
2 for $5 habaneros tacos. That's cheaper than in the restaurant. I mean,
I'll catch you later.
That's a better deal in the restaurant. So come on out. We got chicken and beef usually. So 2 tacos, $5, sweet tea, Snickers.
It's one of the perks for doing what we do, man.
Are we on?
Oh, yeah, we're on. If we're talking about food, we're on.
If we're talking about food, we are on. We are so on.
So Taco Tuesday here at the Heat, Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Let's take a quick commercial break. Thank Avala, thank Walk-Ons, and we'll be right back.
Habaneros.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
And we're back live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Getting ready for this matchup. Matthew Russo on the mound for the St. Paul's Wolves, number 23, senior pitcher tonight, usually first baseman, Southern Miss commit. Also have Steven Spolita behind the plate, sophomore catcher. And leading off for the Lions is number 7, center fielder Jacob Gottschall. Russo from the windup. Gottschall shows bunt. Korash charging from third.
Always a good sign when you can start off with a first pitch fastball.
Work ahead, Coach. Man. Work ahead.
Got to get ahead.
So 0-1 count to Gottschall. Around the horn for the Wolves, we got Panoff over at first, Lanu at second. Fastball away for ball 1 to Gottschall to make it a 1-1 count. Shortstop, we got Trent Kiami, Hunter Korass on the corner over at third. Cooper Winchester, number 9, the freshman left fielder. Cade Anderson, number 11 in center field. And then right field, Aiden Barrios, number 15. Fly ball on a 1-1 count. Going to get out of play. Logan tracking it to the fence. Going to make it a 1-2 count on Gottschall.
Lions are coming out pretty aggressive tonight as far as the chatter coming out of the
I thought you were going to say Carter was coming out aggressive with the sound effects.
Carter.
He's already getting into the rivalry.
He's just trying not to mess it up.
1-2 count to Gottschall. Fastball fouled straight up over the St. Tammany Oshner WPBN streaming deck, over Harry's hitting house and over by the storm drain.
Thought I saw Harry hitting down there.
Is
next
he here?
to the dot.
Ooh, nice pitch.
Good. Was that changeup? Look like
fastball.
That? Fastball.
It was fast.
Yeah, it was fastball.
That's another the first top velocity strikeout. So thank you to Top Velocity, our official strikeout sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Dr. Pat McNeil and Brent Porcio, who you coached, right?
Yes, I did. It was a pleasure, too.
So that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 23, Mason Estrada.
I loved watching Mason play, all coming up. You know, watched him when he was with Slade Castle, watched him when he was with the Knights, and I love his little left-handed swing, man. I say little. He can put it on top of the cafeteria as well, too, if he gets into one. But such a good kid, too. Great family. Can't say anything bad about those guys. They're just one-of-a-kind family, the Estradas are.
1-1 count to Estrada. Now he's a sophomore. Is that right, Jeff?
Yes.
Connor, you good with the scoreboard over there, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 1 out here in the top of the first. Fastball down the middle for strike 2 to Estrada. If you're just joining us, Jacob Gottschall led off for the Covington Lions, and Matthew Russo got the first top velocity strikeout of the game for our first out. Left field lounge kind of trickling in out there. High fastball, nice, Estrada lays off of it. So.
I always like to see the high fastball instead of throwing the ball in the dirt and getting a free ride.
Yeah.
But when you got a guy behind the plate like that, you can feel pretty comfortable as a pitcher.
Yep.
That's rule number 1 as far as catching is concerned, is make those guys believe that you can help them out along the way any way possible.
Because you don't want to throw up a weak curveball.
Yeah.
Yep. Another top velocity strikeout looking. So 2 outs here in the top of the first is going to bring up the catcher, number 19, Ben Fernandez.
Ben looks pretty put together over there.
He is. Good baseball player, good athlete. His dad Mike's down there somewhere. Ball in the dirt for ball 1 to Fernandez. Count from Russo. Fastball pops straight up.
That one's going to get
Logan Panoff coming over to make the play.
Logan over there, yeah.
That's going to be the third out, so we'll be right back with a quick commercial break from Avala, and we'll get to the bottom half of the first inning.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging. At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
And we're back live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Going to the bottom half of the first inning, Matthew Russo on the mound in the top half, striking out the first two lines and getting a pop up in foul territory to the first baseman Logan Pontiff to end the top of the first. So now the Wolves get their chance to bat, and we're going to start it off with our center fielder, number 11, Cade Anderson, who likes to jump on the fastball early.
He's aggressive. So we love it when he tries to set the tone early, being aggressive offensively for sure.
Yep, getting to the second pitch is rare, and anything past that is a unicorn. So,
because it doesn't happen often.
I think we've seen 3 pitches once that I remember.
I think he's walked every. A few walks.
But I'm talking about cutting, getting to the third pitch without swinging the bat.
Yeah. If it's one thing we don't see him do much is strike out, that's for sure.
Yeah. So on the mound for the Lions, Landon Fauntleroy, number 14, first pitch fastball for a strike. And I guess we jinxed him.
That's what happens. That's the rule of commentating. Like, as soon as you talk about something, the opposite's going to happen.
Field goal kickers are the worst.
Yeah. He hasn't missed
since
all season.
Well, this one's gone.
Wide right.
Cash it in, coach.
Yeah.
So 1-1 count to Anderson. Fastball low and away for ball 2. Fauntleroy going from the windup.
Cade's back foot looks really, really close to the plate. He is like almost on top of the plate.
He's choked up. He's on top. Fastball for strike 2.
It's outside. He's got a good eye. He's for leadoff batter.
And All-American. Top-notch pitcher.
He knows the strikes.
But his back foot is on the corner, like Jeff said.
That's going
to fall. Kind of inside out.
That's going to
fall. Good move.
So
good coverage over there.
Good catch by the left fielder for Covington, Tyler Wolf.
Covered some ground over there.
Yes, he did.
Aiden's been swinging the bat really well lately. He's been barreling up a lot of balls. Like to see him continue.
Right fielder, number 15, Aiden Barrios.
He's got a good approach, too. He doesn't get too big. He just winds up. He's got a good eye.
First pitch breaking
there
ball.
There you go. I'm just going to be quiet
dirt.
from here on out. Chase a ball in the dirt and swing. Talk about how good of his eye is. Well, to his credit, he probably shouldn't have been seeing a first pitch curveball first at bat, first inning.
Caden will ask you if that's the only thing. He thought that was the only thing people throw.
Yeah.
First pitch dirt ball.
First pitch curveballs.
1-1 count to.
Maybe they got the.
Oh, big cut. That's a deep.
That's going to be out of here.
Deep.
That is way out.
In the trees, a walk-on home run. So Aiden Barrios jumping on the ball quick.
Yep.
With a walk-on's home run.
Bounced off the garbage fence out there.
Yep. New menu over at Walk-Ons Covington. Go see all the gang over at Walk-Ons. Tunatini, Krispy Kreme, bread pudding. Ooh. Jeff, what else we got?
Got that ribeye po' boy.
Oh, yeah.
The ribeye po' boy. Brisket pulled pork nachos, you say that?
Oh, yeah, that too.
I think I got to try that po' boy.
Yeah.
The pulled pork nachos are good too.
Yeah.
So 1-0, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, brings up the pitcher, number 23, Matthew Russo. Fauntleroy starting him off with a little bit of a high fastball, but umpire calls it a strike. Almost the same pitch for a ball, though.
Yeah. Matthew's looking to try to get into one really good right here.
1-1 count. Another high fastball.
I'm just going to say Matthew's looking to strike out right here. Maybe he'll hit one over the fence because everything I say winds up the opposite winds up coming out. Although I did
good
say
breaking ball from Fauntleroy.
Hitting the ball
nice
well.
breaking ball.
Yeah.
And then
it's tough to watch that one. 2 strikes, Coach.
Yeah. That was close.
What do you think that was a little bit out? I mean, you can't see from here. Another breaking ball in the dirt. That's going to be 2 outs.
Next up for the Wolves, the designated hitter, number 17.
Bringing up Brian Lee, the DH, number 17, who had a 3-run walk-ons home run the other day against Hammond. Hot bat.
Yep.
You know,
we're seeing some first home runs come out in this lineup here.
Yep.
I mean, that was Aiden's. I think Aiden's first varsity home
well, they were
run.
due. I mean, the numbers weren't adding up. You know, the baseball gods are always going to step in and even that kind of stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure, you know, a team like this in their typical past would have 3 home runs on the season or something. Usually probably we're at a dozen by now.
Right.
You know, so we should see, you know, a few here pretty quick.
Maybe a few more.
Hopefully.
Wouldn't mind seeing a few more. Man, that's on.
So 3-0 count to – I'm sorry, 2-1 count to Lee. Scoreboard's a little off. 2-1 strike to Lee.
2-2.
So 2 outs with 2 balls and 2 strikes to Lee Fauntleroy from the windup. High fastball for ball 3, going to make it a full count. If you just joined us, St. Paul's leading 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Curveball. This guy likes him high.
Well, I mean,
so,
as long as he stays that way throughout the
is.
entire course of the game, I think they'll be able to make an adjustment.
Yep, so Brian Lee goes down looking. Fauntleroy getting his second strikeout of the first inning. We're going to go to the top of the second. St. Paul's 1, Covington 0, and we'll be right back.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In-N-Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
And we're back live, WPBN, Wolfpack Broadcast Network, going to the top of the second inning. St. Paul's 1, Covington 0, live at the Heap on St. Paul's campus in Covington, Louisiana. Big crosstown rivalry. That's the third time I've said that wrong.
Rivalry.
Yeah. So got Coach Rick Malden, former baseball coach of the St. Paul's Wolves, up in the booth. Been telling us a little bit about that history in the St. Tammany Oshner pregame show. And, you know, I know it's fun for you coming out, seeing some of these faces.
It is. And I tell you what, as good as one team might be than the other, you can never let down with this rivalry right here because this is a big game for both, bragging rights.
Yep.
It's probably every bit
just like in football, too. I mean, it's
yes.
Yeah. So
it's probably every bit as big as like a Rummel Jesuit.
I think it's October 9th this fall. Russo on the mound, first pitch strike to number 14, the pitcher for Covington up to bat, Landon Fauntleroy. Russo had 2 strikeouts in the top of the first inning. And got his third out with a fly ball in foul territory to his first baseman to end the top of the first. Will that sun start setting, Coach? The only thing worse than that is the north wind that's cold right into you. And we had it one game.
Yeah.
So check swing strike for Fauntleroy.
I'll take the sun in my eyes over the north wind.
We were numb at the end of the game.
Yeah.
First baseman here, I'll tell you this time of day, it's brutal.
Yeah, I bet.
It's brutal.
I bet.
Oh, there's
high fastball for strike 3, another top velocity strikeout. So Russo's third top velocity strikeout of the game. Thank you to Dr. Pat McNeil, Brent Porcio. Got a new location in Boca Raton. Opened last week. Beautiful location.
I told him I would go inspect it for him if he wanted me to, but I'll hold off on that, he said.
Were you tough on him, Coach?
No, you didn't have to be tough on Brett. He was hard on himself.
Ground ball to Corass. Throws across to Bonnet for out number 2, and that was number 3, Tyler Wolf at bat.
One
that
pitch,
just grounded out.
one pitch, one out. Pitcher's best friend right there next to double play.
Going to bring up number 24, Michael Estrada, the first baseman.
Yep,
Same
his brother. Yep.
Both sophomores or one's older?
No, one's a senior.
One's a senior.
Yeah.
So
Michael's the senior. Mason's younger.
Yep.
Both coming from a great hitting instructor, and they're younger.
Yeah.
Can we mention his name?
Sure.
Barry.
Yeah,
Whoa! Right off the foul, the light pole back in the dugout.
Right there.
What are the odds of that? If you're a geometry teacher.
I tell you what, their Uncle Manny can throw some serious BP.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he is the man for throwing BP.
So who's the hitting coach you were talking about?
Barry. Help me out
Butera.
here. Butera.
Okay.
You know,
there's so many hitting coaches
I
around
know,
here.
it is.
I didn't know if you were going way out to what's the old guy?
Like fast food restaurants.
I played against Manny in over 40. He was still good.
Yeah. Big cut from Estrada.
Still good.
1-2 count. Was it Parsons that's way out? Is that the right name? I know some of the Covington guys used to work with him. Like out north of Franklin, another guy. Russo with a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Good pitch off the plate for ball 2. Good spot with a 1-2 count.
That's a tough one to lay off of right there, that high fastball.
He's bringing it. So Russo with 2 strikeouts in the second inning, keeping the streak going. So his 4th top velocity strikeouts in 2 innings. So thank you to Top Velocity. Let's take a quick commercial break. Connor, play that short commercial from Top Velocity, and we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Brent Forcio, the CEO of Top Velocity. We're here at our headquarters in Louisiana, and we like to show you these scientific methods we've developed that have a biomechanics foundation to building elite baseball players. So here we go. Our programs at Top Velocity are built on core scientific principles to develop elite baseball players. We must first evaluate the athlete so we can identify how well they can implement these core scientific principles. We evaluate biomechanics and their athleticism, like mobility, speed, strength, power, to identify where they have restrictions or deficiencies in their abilities. The Top Velocity programs use a strength and conditioning model, which is Olympic-based, a drill-based throwing program using proprietary throwing drills, along with mobility training, nutritional training, and everything to support developing the elite athletes. The Top Velocity methodology has given us the ability to produce more 90-plus testimonials of guys that added at least 5 miles an hour and broke into the 90s than any other program in the world.
And we're back live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Steven Spalita, the catcher, number 5, leading it off for the Wolves. First pitch from Fauntleroy, ball high to Spalita. Wind's kind of picking up a little bit here at the Heat.
All of our stuff blowing around everywhere.
2-0 count.
You do kind of feel sorry for the first basemen because you're trying to look in the same direction as they are, and that sun's just bearing down on you.
Hard hit ball to the shortstop, kind of crosses up in a wet field, makes the throw across, gets under the first baseman's glove, and Spalita's going to reach on an error and get second base with the ball going into the dugout.
All right, well, this is a break. You're going to have to take advantage of these breaks right here. You can put us in a situational hitting
It's too early in the game to go to that bunt right now, Coach, leading off this early in this kind of game.
I would.
Crosstown, yeah.
You know, Mick probably knowing Mick. Mick's one of the coaches likes the bunt.
Small ball.
And then some of these other coaches have abandoned it.
No, I like it.
I don't know.
Kayami's hot.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He squares them up.
I see Coach Todd doing
early.
the math on his wristband over there, so he's getting all the numbers straight over there.
I know his dad Jerry. He's watching right now from his backyard patio. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's come in. They got a beautiful.
Is he boiling
setup.
crawfish?
I don't know. They boiled a whole lot of shrimp on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. He's got a beautiful setup over there. Goodness gracious.
Kiami showing bunt. Chases one kind of down for a strike one. In to run for Spolita.
We need Jerry to send us up a Jerry shake.
Is that Reed Gallagher running?
13? Number 10.
Is it 10?
Is it?
It's either Bootery or Gallagher. Kiami showing bunt again. Lays down a beautiful bunt, but kind of backspin into foul territory with Fernandez touching it for strike two.
Well, that tells you right now, mixed philosophy tonight. Hot batter, still going to get your runner over.
Well, we're going to try.
And I guarantee you they're going to be working on bunting tomorrow with chasing the curveball for first pitch, and you know what I'm saying.
I got to tell you.
Let's see if he keeps it on here.
Bunting a curveball is tough.
Well, pull it back, Coach.
All right. Well, that's going to do it.
That base hit in the gap. Gallagher rounding third.
Test the arm from third.
All right, Bootery rounding third, and he's going to score.
And you know what? That's going to make up for it. It's like
he forgot about it. I promise you.
Yeah.
Good two-strike hitting.
Absolution right there. You know, you get forgiven for all your sins.
St. Paul's gets another run, and that's going to bring up Hunter Koras, the third baseman.
Trent's got a really good two-strike approach where we've seen that on multiple times where he's just looking to try to punch something the opposite field, and it's paid off a whole lot on several occasions.
Kiami with a good secondary lead. Fernandez kind of looking him back from behind the plate. Koras takes a fastball up for ball one. Fauntleroy from the stretch comes set. Fastball in for ball two.
I think that's 75 burpees right there.
I don't know if you want to wear that one, Coach.
Yeah, but I think there's a policy on St. Paul's.
I know what the
you move your feet.
Yeah, well, he moved both of them.
Which I think was one of the reasons why they ran the other day. Not saying it was Hunter, but I think somebody winds up getting out of the way with a runner on base.
I thought it was the night before.
Yeah.
You wasn't Mr. Winchester, I'll promise you.
No.
Not the Magnet Man.
Yeah.
3-0 count to Koras. Fastball for strike one, going to make it a 3-1 count. Coach, when did you like to call the hit and run? And what counts, what scenarios? I mean, what were your favorites? I know some people have different philosophies, or was it kind of a feel to it, or?
No, there wasn't. You didn't want to get a guy down and then have to, do a hit and run. But I don't think there was any particular count or anything like that.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Cade drop a bunt down right here,
so
too.
walk-ons walk, Connor. Thank you to Walk-Ons, our official walk sponsor for WPBN this 2021 season. So runners on first and second, no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. St. Paul's up 2-0. Hunter Koras on first, Trent Kiami on second.
He's bunting. Look at his feet.
With
up in the batter's box.
Yep. Cade Lanou, the second baseman, up to bat all the way in the front of the box, showing bunt. Another breaking ball. That is not a strike. For strike one.
We'll send him the video.
I hope he's not watching this later, but that's Jeff Winchester. You need to keep that down a little bit.
We all know who that accent was from.
First baseman charging. And Lanou pokes at another breaking ball with a bunt for strike two.
Well, let's see if the same thing works out for us right here.
Yep. First baseman playing in front of the runner. Second baseman Pond bouncing back and forth at second. Lanou fouls off strike three for a bunt.
Next up for the Wolves.
See that right there? Yeah. People criticize coaches for that right there.
Yeah.
If you let him swing away, the chances are good that he's going to hit into a double play.
Sure.
The batter says, I don't get this ball down, it's going to hurt my batting average.
Right.
Runner on second, different story. Runner on,
Yes.
Yeah. So Cooper Winchester, the freshman left fielder, up to batting from the left side with one out. Pickoff move back to second. Estrada with the tag.
That was pretty close.
Yep, but Kiami gets back in there safe. So
I think he tagged you on the hip instead of at the bag. Yeah. That's probably the only thing.
Get him over, get him in right here.
Fastball to Winchester for strike one.
Just a bit out.
Guy's got got a big zone. He's consistent though, but it is big. Got crossed up there. Fernandez.
I don't know if that was crossed up or what in the world that was. I think that was really a strike.
But
yeah, I mean, I guess he did get crossed up.
He jumped like he thought fastball up and it broke on him. So big cut from Winchester for strike two. Going to make it a 1-2 count. One out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pick off back to second. Bounces off Kiami's shoulder, but Estrada gets
that
it.
one always sucks going back to the bag because you're reaching with your right hand and you're totally exposing your ribs right there.
Yeah.
You get dotted in the ribs. Ah, gosh.
Not fun.
Yeah. That stinks.
Fastball away. It's going to give out Fernandez. Runner's going to move to second and third.
That changes the situation.
So Duck's on the pond here for Winchester.
It does.
So, Jeff, you going to change your approach here, maybe shorten it up and just try to get that ground ball to the right side to get one in, or what do you?
Well, I mean, at this point in time, look, your infield's playing back. I'm shorting up. At the worst case scenario, just want a ground ball right up the middle of the field. Just get it past level of the pitcher.
2-2 count to Winchester. Fastball up. Going to make it a full count.
Got a little pop to his.
He's got a little zip to it, yeah.
Just get that quick.
See if we can execute this right here.
3-2 count. Fastball in the dirt.
That's the third time he slipped on the mound right there.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a walk-on's walk for Cooper Winchester, bringing us back to the top of the lineup to number 11, the center fielder, Cade Anderson, who flew out to left field. Kind of an inside-out swing last time. The left fielder for Covington, Tyler Wolf, ran about 75 yards to catch it.
It seemed like
so,
it, yeah.
So one out here, bases loaded for the Wolves. Corners in. First pitch breaking ball to Anderson for a strike.
Yes, it is.
It's kind of a dangerous pitch to a lefty right there, especially in this situation, because you're breaking something right into the swing plane. And if you're not spot on, if you just miss just a little bit, that ball could be in the parking lot back there.
Yep. So fouled one back by Anderson to make it
the other
0-2.
thing too is it's not really a great double play ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this point in time, what they're looking for is a ground ball double play right here. And that first pitch curveball, that really promotes more of along the lines of a drive, driving the ball to the outfield. Something up in the zone like that where they can drive it. If I'm in the situation, I'm preferably throwing two seamers down the zone.
Oh, good base hit by Cade Anderson on an off-speed pitch. Going to score Kiami. Koras running third. Winchester going to third. And he's safe at third, and Anderson gets second. So that's a two-run.
There we go.
Single
breaking
for Anderson.
Ball up in the zone to a left-handed hitter. Went right into his swing, and it's just enough to get over the infield's head. Now you got two runs right there versus going after him hard down in the zone and then potentially getting yourself a ground ball. So, that's one thing you got to really be careful. It's not the same as throwing a breaking ball against a right-handed hitter where the ball's working away from him, You got that ball working right into the swing plane.
So that's going to bring up Aiden Barrios.
Who hit a bomb.
Like
earlier.
Jeff said, a bomb
Yeah.
in the trees in the left field lounge in the first inning. So scores 4-0 here in the bottom of the second at the heap. Breaking ball away for strike two.
Mm-hmm.
Runners on second and third. Anderson on second. Winchester on third, looking for a dirt ball.
Nice play.
Good secondary, getting
good
back
stop
to the
by
bag.
The catcher right there.
Yeah, very good job by Ben Fernandez behind the plate for the Lions. One-two count to Barrios. Fastball under his elbows for ball two. That's a good spot right there on the 1-2.
Yeah, you know, it almost seemed like we had that location earlier today where he was calling that a strike. Maybe he's
called that twice on Russo.
Maybe he's kind of settling down a little bit more into the zone.
Good hard hit ball right at the second baseman, over to second base, gets by him. Winchester's going to come in from third, and he's going to score. So good hard hit ball by Aiden Barrios to the second baseman, and then Winchester scores on the error, throwing it back to the bag, trying to double up Anderson. So that's going to bring up number 23, Matthew Russo, the pitcher, struck out last time. Takes ball 1.
It's a good look by Matthew right there.
Well, he called that. I mean, that spot they're going for it. 2 strikes last time. So, I mean, I'd keep going to it. They're not quite hitting it like they were the first inning.
Sure. They got a pitch around him.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, the intentional walk situation, see if Matthew's going to get himself out, which, I mean, he's a pretty disciplined hitter. I wouldn't.
But if you're going to do that on 2-0, why do you, you might as well put him on there, right? Because nothing's going to.
That I was just saying.
If he doesn't chase for the first 2 and he doesn't get a strike, you might as well save your arm for the chance of putting one on the cafeteria there.
I mean, I can tell by the way the catcher's setting up there, looking like they're trying to go away.
So there's you foul by inches right down the line. First baseman diving. That would have definitely been extra bases, but foul ball and going to make it a 2-2 count.
At this point in time, you got to try. They're going to try to bury him now that they got him to 2 strikes.
Oh yeah, definitely. But on the 2-0 pitch, I don't even know why you throw anywhere close.
Right.
I think we might have seen a little chalk back in the day. You're going to see that paint jump up in the air right there.
Fastball away to make it 3-2 to Russo. This is where you throw that 3-2 breaking ball all day, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you have nothing to lose.
You have nothing at all.
Yeah, but once again, dangerous throwing that into his swing.
And there it is. Choppy ground ball to first baseman off his glove. Russo hustling to the bag. Fauntleroy over for the PFP, and that's going to be the 3rd out in the bottom of the 2nd inning. But Wolves get 4 more runs to make it 5-0, and we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Try to keep that heel down. Kind of lean forward. You should kind of feel that more broad. So you felt that hip flexor kick? Yeah. So this is the sequence then. So head, shoulder, trunk, then your hips felt. Okay. So when you go that way, you're not gonna hurt anything by going any further. I feel like that. Yeah.
I wish I had this stuff years ago, you know.
And we're back live, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network, going to the top of the 3rd inning. Number 23, Matthew Russo, still on the mound for the Wolves. St. Paul's got 4 more runs in the bottom of the 2nd to make it 5-0 here. It's going to bring up number 21, the DH, Travers Benoit. And he's batting for the right fielder, Alex Cuevas. Russo from the windup. Fastball low for ball 1.
It's the first time Matthew's gone 1-0 to a batter this game. First 2 innings he started off with strike 1.
Foul straight back by Benoit. Going to make it a 1-1 count. If you're just joining us, Connor Russo, Jeff Winchester, Coach Rick Malden, Mike Arnold in the booth, St. Tammany Oshner WPBN streaming deck live at the Heat. St. Paul's 5, Covington 0. Korass on a slow roller on the corner, throws it across the pond, making it look easy for out number 1.
Nice
that kid's he's
nice
got
play.
a good glove.
It's a nice play.
He makes it look easy.
He made that look a whole lot easier than really what it is.
But when
that's a difficult play.
When he pitches, he does the same thing. He has this air about himself. When I saw him pitch the other, he's
calm,
just
collected.
He is
all day long. So great play by Hunter Korass on the corner. Have to write that one down, Jeff. High fly ball. Anderson coming in from center field and going to make that catch.
He's going to make sure he's called everybody off right there.
Oh, yeah.
He had that one. He wanted that one all the way. 2 quick outs right there. That's what you want. You want to keep the momentum on our side. Don't even give him an opportunity to try to get back into it.
That's going to bring up first pitch swinging Miles Pond, the second baseman, number 9.
Just can't replace percentage pitching.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Another strike down the middle from Russo to make it 0-2.
I know I was a pitcher, but he did it 2-1.
Yeah.
I felt I was still in charge. Batters will take 2-1. I'm going to lick my chops right about now. But
Yeah. Ball in the dirt.
Not a bad miss. Not a bad miss at all.
Statistically, though, you'd take 1-2 over 2-0-1 all day long.
Absolutely. Yeah, because you can get away with a high fastball like that.
Ball, foul territory. Aiden Barrios hustling over to the fence and couldn't get there in time. Tough play for a right fielder to make there. So the foul ball to keep the count 1-2 on Pond. See Coach Garrett over there with the Pele skills. I'm sure we didn't get that on camera, but I saw you, Coach.
I think the left field crew might have thought that the rain might have kept him away. It's kind of sparse tonight out there.
Look, when it stopped, it stopped, literally. I'm talking about storming, and then the sun came out, and it's been beautiful since. And I walked up when the tarp was on. Fastball kind of jammed him for a little blooper liner to Kate Lanou for out number 3. And we're going to go to the bottom of the third here at the Heat. St. Paul's 5, Covington 0, and we'll be right back with a word from River Rock. And we're back live at the Heap. St. Paul's 5, Covington 0, bringing up number 17 for the Wolves. Brian Lee, the DH, who struck out his first at bat. Connor Russo, Mike Arnold, Coach Rick Malden, and Mark Zuckerberg up here with his 4 Facebook apps, Jeff Winchester.
No, I have 4 of them.
We didn't even know Facebook had more than one app. Jeff's got 9.
Well, I just learned how to use it.
Yeah.
I
just learned how to spell it, Coach.
Just get these notifications about updates, and then I don't even know what I'm updating.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, I find out I got some new app that I downloaded.
0-1 count to Lee. Fastball up. Going to make it 2-1. Sorry about that. For Covington, we still have number 14, Landon Fauntleroy, on the mound. Still got some good arm action, throwing the ball pretty good, Coach.
Yeah, he's still stiff.
Yep. From the windup. Little change up there, 2-2 count.
Got Brian a little
bit out in front. Yep, fouling it back.
Brian does a really good job of controlling and managing the barrel of the barrel of the bat and the head of the bat. You know, you can tell by that when that ball he hit out the other day, it's up in the zone. He does a really good job of bringing that barrel head to the ball based off of where it is. Most guys would swing straight up through it.
He's kind of been under the radar, too, though. Like, I mean, I know he's been trickling into the lineup here and there, and then he comes out with that 3-run bomb Saturday.
Yeah.
Every ball he's hitting hard all weekend.
Yeah,
last
square
2 or 3 games. I'm putting the highlight up. This is how under the radar he is, Coach. So I'm putting the highlight up of him hitting the home run against Hammond yesterday, the day before on Facebook. And I want to make sure I spell his name right, so I go to Max Preps. I go, can't find him anywhere on any roster. But he's here.
Best kept secret over here.
Yeah.
That's that high breaking ball that we saw earlier. We're based on where the catcher's catching it.
As Barry Butera would have told me back in the day, just go sit down. He throws that pitch and they call it a strike. There's nothing you can do about it.
Just go sit down.
Just go sit down.
It's going to bring up number 5, the catcher, Steven Spolita. Steven hit a hard ground ball to shortstop last at bat and reached on an error. Fouling off his first pitch down the first base line.
The brother combination from short to first.
Yep.
You got the Estrada boys, 23 and 24.
I'm sure they're going to go home and talk about that throw in the first. You know, you could have got that.
Yeah.
You could have threw it higher.
Yeah, exactly. They'll go back and forth,
yeah.
Knowing them.
They're probably going to watch the replay, and they're going to hear us talking.
We'll call Mike tomorrow and find out who won the argument.
Yeah. So, fastball away to make it.
I see Janie in the stands. It's his wife right there.
Connor, 2-2, 1-2?
I have 1-2 right now.
Okay. Kind of a choppy ground ball over to second base. Pond makes the play and throws it over to Estrada for the first out. Actually, second out at the bottom of the third.
Next up for the Wolves.
Gonna bring up Kayami.
Kayami had a good at bat last time. Missed 2 balls on a bunt call.
Yep,
and then hits a hard single. Made it up for it with a 2-out single and an RBI.
No, is it no outs? Was it no? It's no outs.
Fastball up.
He didn't move his feet on that one, so they're okay
no,
with the burpees.
Right. Is a lean considered that, Coach? I mean, if you ooh, big cut on a curveball, gonna make it 1-1. Another curveball.
See, that's that location that he's a little inconsistent with that height.
He's called 4 or 5
from the booth over here.
Yeah.
That breaking ball that Lee struck out. Was it Lee struck out on that?
Yeah.
That's that level. I'm looking at it over here and I'm like, I don't necessarily know if that's any different than the one he struck out. I mean, he called that one a ball.
Oh. Strike 3 in the dirt. Fernandez fields it, throws it over to Estrada for out number 3. And that's going to end the third inning. St. Paul's 5, Covington 0, and we'll be right back.
In and out urgent care. Serving our community with rapid COVID testing, flu shots, DOT CDL physicals, treatment for allergies, rashes, cuts, cough, and cold, and state-of-the-art on-site x-ray. Visit any of our 4 locations 7 days a week or bring the mobile care van to your business and test up to 300 people daily. Schedule your appointment online at inandouturgentcare.com. In and Out Urgent Care and Occupational Medicine. Feel better, faster.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
And we're back. WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. If you're listening out there, guys, what was the last Astros manager before Dusty Baker took over? He got the World Series win. So last Astros manager before Dusty Baker. Text me or Jeff.
Well, no, comment it.
Comment it, whatever. Put it anywhere. Jeff's too lazy to Google it. He's got 4 Google apps. He won't use them. And 3 Facebook apps.
Well,
I just want to think about it because we should know who it is. I can see his face.
I can picture his face. Yep, I definitely can. I can picture his face being.
Well, we're talking about umpires. We got on the subject of Angel Hernandez and his kind of questioning strike zone and the issues some managers have had with him. And I remember the Astros guy kind of, jawing back and forth because he would keep
A.J. Hinch.
Yeah, A.J. Hinch. So
Thank
he would
you,
keep
Alexandria.
He would keep looking at the dugout at the players, and Hinch said, "Quit looking at the dugout." And he said, "I can look wherever I want," and they're going back and forth. So that's how we got there, Jeff.
Yeah, that's right.
First pitch from Russo, ball up.
I heard a little talk in the background that maybe they're going to put a balls and strikes for the umpire now.
Oh, yeah.
The automatic strikes.
Yeah, they're a little chirping about that.
Yeah, strike one to Gottschall. They're doing it in the minor leagues. Now, that was before pandemic, so I don't know if that kind of got changed.
It breaks my heart as a catcher and former catcher because, there's another art form, like we talk about bunting all the time.
Yep. Yes.
One of the best art forms out there is the ability to make a ball a strike from a catcher, and you start going to automated systems, now that art form is just completely gone. And, some guys make a career out of manipulating strikes.
1-2
count to Gottschall, foul straight back.
But Jeff, it also takes away a little bit of that aggravation.
Well, that's part of the game.
When he's missing, and then they show the replay. And
it is.
He might have missed by that much.
Yeah, it does. It goes both ways. I get it. It does go both ways.
But it's part of the game, too. This guy's calling a little bit up. They keep throwing there. If he's going to call it, you keep going to it, right?
Yeah.
Well,
if you got a robot, he's not calling that. You're not going to keep going to it.
A good pitcher's going to keep taking advantage of that.
No.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when you coached, you knew umpire strike zones, and you probably pitched to their strike zones, right? You probably had a few out there that liked a certain pitch that was unhittable, and you tried to go there.
Well, you could see the faces of some of the umpires showing up, and you would say, "Oh, wow, this is good."
Yep. So Russo gets another Top Velocity strikeout. So thank you to Top Velocity, our official strikeout sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network, and that's going to be Russo's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
I think so.
Yep, fifth strikeout, and Gottschall's second of the game. So that's going to bring up Mason Estrada, the shortstop, who also struck out his first at bat. One of Russo's 5, and Russo hits him. And that's going to be a walk-ons walk or hit by pitch. So thank you to Walk-Ons Covington, our official walk sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
Mason with a hard 90 down there after getting hit. He took off running.
So one out here in the top of the fourth. St. Paul's up 5-0.
And Mason can run a little bit.
Yep, Mason Estrada first. Russo picks him off over to Pontiff. Estrada back safely.
Picks off.
Picks off.
Yeah.
And not picks him.
Picks him. We know what you're saying.
Going to bring up the catcher, Ben Fernandez. First pitch fastball for a strike. Fernandez working hard behind the plate today for the Lions. Connor, you got any shout-outs you need today?
No, not really. Got to be honest with you.
Spolita goes back door over to first to try to get Estrada, but he gets back safely. So no shout-outs?
No.
All your peeps over at OLL, man? You know.
I'll just say everyone at OLL. That's
a pretty big shout-out. Did you ever get into charging people for them, or are we still just
doing it?
Okay.
You kind of threw me off a while ago when I asked him where you at right now. He says, I'm a 7th grader, and I'm at St. Paul's. I said, well, you're a pretty sharp kid.
Yeah. Look,
he's going to start his own club.
Another back door.
Walk in as an 8th grader next year and just, this is what we're going to do, boys, right here.
I am, Connor, I am so impressed of how quick you picked up what you were doing. So kudos to you and your parents and everybody else that's taught you along the way. So.
Thank you.
And they say kids with iPads are bad.
No, this kid, look, guys, if you're watching this, there's a lot of stuff going on, and, me and Jeff and Coach Rick make it look easy by just talking up here, but Connor's got 800 buttons in front of him. And
he is working it. We should just put a camera on Connor right now.
Well, he has a future, I promise
Just so that people can see how he's doing.
I may ask him to be his agent in the next couple of games.
Oh, good fastball by Russo. Misses just a little bit outside.
Yeah, it must have just missed right there.
So Ben Fernandez
obviously we're
with a
on
full
this
count.
side, so our depth perception is a little bit skewed based off of where, it was off the plate or not. But it was definitely a good height.
Same pitch for another walk-on's walk.
Yeah, you remember the pitchers used to tell, the umpires used to tell me, Rick, it was just 3 inches. I said, tell me 13. Don't tell me 3.
Yeah.
Don't ever tell me 3.
That's not even a ball.
Jeez.
Barely a ball. It's just right there, Coach.
Your eye was that good, huh?
We got a pinch hitter here. Who's this?
Looks like we got.
No, this is not a pinch hitter. I don't know what the umpire was.
Courtesy runner.
Oh, courtesy run. Okay, I didn't see.
Yep, for Fernandez. So Landon Fauntleroy, the pitcher for Covington, up to bat. He struck out looking in the second inning. First and second for Covington. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Big hard hit by Fauntleroy. That's going to bounce off the wall. The NOLA lending sign in left field. Winchester picks it up, hits Kaimi as his cutoff man.
No, we don't need to throw.
Estrada's going to score, but they're going to keep the runners at first and second.
No, that's a good call. Yep. Good call on Trent, not trying to relay that and keeping the double play in order, because as soon as he lets go, these two guys are rolling. Now you're staring second and third with 1 out versus first and second with 1 out.
So Covington gets his first hit of the game here in the top of the 4th. A hard shot off the left field wall for a RBI single from Fauntleroy, making him 1 for 2 on the day.
That kind of stinks because that's a hard single right there.
It's a 1.5 feet from a hard home run.
Yeah, that's a hard single.
So you could hear it hit the sign, and we have on headphones.
Right.
So if we could hear it, it was loud.
Although I got to say, this kid on first base better watch it because he's prime time for the picking over here.
He is.
Yep. And Ponta's kind of creeping in.
He's going to get a decent secondary lead.
Ground ball in the gap. Kaimi diving for it. Winchester fielding it. Going to hold the runner at third, getting it in to Kaimi, his cutoff man. So it's going to make bases loaded with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
See, this is where I go. I take a mound visit. I go take a mound visit.
Settle everybody down.
Try to break the rhythm of the offense. They've come out. They're squared up a couple balls. They got a little bit of momentum. You know what? We press pause on this whole thing and just try to disrupt that.
That's a good point, Jeff.
Disrupt that momentum.
So first baseman Michael Estrada up to bat. Big cut from Estrada on the first pitch fastball from
because
Russo,
you got the
foul it
energy,
back.
you got the emotion. Now you hear the kids in the dugout. They're all the last thing they want to do is have somebody pour ice on this situation. You know
exactly.
You're not even going out there to really tell Matthew anything that he doesn't know.
Go out there and ask him what he's going to eat for dinner.
Yeah, right? Exactly. It's like the whole Bull Durham mound visit thing.
Yep.
Yeah. How was prom?
Fastball in for 0-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Coach, when you go talk to people on the mound, what was your style? I mean, some coaches, I've heard countless stories of Skip Burtman that would walk out to the mound and he would talk about, honey on biscuits for 10 minutes.
Although honey on biscuits is something worth talking about.
Yeah. I got a feeling if you ask one of my players, they'll say, I wasn't talking about honey on biscuits.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, just something to break the mood, but not anything but baseball.
Yeah, but you do have to be real careful though, because these guys right here on the mound, he's just had a couple hits back to back. I think you're right. Nick, just go down, calm him down.
Yep.
You're still winning by 4 runs. 1 ball, you're out of it.
Yep. Fly ball, going to be an infield fly with 1 out here and bases loaded to Logan Pontiff at second base.
No, that's Caitlin New.
Caitlin New. Sorry.
It's okay. Logan's right next door at first. It's all good. You say Logan at second base. Everybody's gonna be wondering why they got a left-handed second baseman out there.
It's going to bring up Travers Benoit, the DH, grounded out to third. Hunter Carras made a great slow roller play, look easy. On Benoit's first at bat, ground ball up the middle. Kaimi flips it over to
nice
Pontiff. Great play.
Wow,
write it down, Coach.
That's a huge play right there too, because you bobble that one, and now you got a run score. We don't get the out. Oh man, that was a huge
even
play.
If you come from the glove,
just
to bring the glove over there, you might not get him.
That's right.
So that's a big out.
That's a highlight. That's a highlight play right there.
I got it circled, starred, and everything else. So you'll see it later.
That's right.
On Facebook.
If we're doing top 10 plays for the day, I mean we're
gonna send that one in, Coach.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick commercial break and hear from River Rock Stoneworks, our official pitching change and mail visit sponsor of WPBN, and we'll be right back.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we're back live. Hunter Korass, first pitch, fastball, hitting it hard to left center field. And the center fielder for Covington, Jacob Gottschall, coming over and making the catch.
Next up, number 8.
And that's going to bring up number 8, Cade Lanou, who just made a fantastic highlight play from Trent Kiami flipping the ball for the third out at second base.
Yeah, if you didn't get a chance to see
you'll see it
one.
later. We'll pull it. So
both those guys are working against themselves.
Yes.
Trent working up the middle of the field and Cade trying to work the bag. They actually kind of look like they crisscross positions. And, man, it was a great play, big-time play. Saved a run, ended that threat.
So 2-0 count to Lanou.
And kudos to Trent for sticking with it, too.
Oh, big time.
Yes.
2-0 breaking ball in for a strike.
Oh, I owe Spolita an apology from last game.
Uh-oh.
I said I was at his field, Kyle Field. It's not really Kyle Field.
Bluebell.
Yes, it was Bluebell.
Yeah,
I got home and my wife
football,
told me.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
No, there was something at Texas A&M that used to be Kyle.
Well, I think their football field is Kyle Field, isn't it?
Or maybe Bluebell used to be Kyle Field.
I bet that.
That's probably what it is. You know, everything's sponsored now, so won't be long before we have the jambalaya pot Skip Burtman Field at LSU, or the walk-ons chimes.
Hey, do you ever have the opportunity to hear Burtman talk?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
My.
The only thing better than hearing Burtman talk is hearing Ronnie Rance or Gordy Rush do Skip Burtman impressions and tell stories.
Oh, he is great.
Looks like there's a hit and run right here.
Winchester shows bunt for strike one, pulls it back.
Uh-oh.
Here we go with those numbers again.
I know.
Coach Todd checking out his wristband. Winchester's got to pull it out of his back pocket, break out the calculator, do the math, and
part of my problem with those numbers is I got dyslexia. And I was over there looking at that thing, and I'd get it all wrong, and the kids would come in and say, Coach Mullen, I don't think
so
that was right.
Is the numbers thing, do you think it's more so you can have just more possibilities, more plays as Winchester bunts it foul over in the third base dugout? Or is it to simplify and speed up the process? Because
I think it's to stop stealing signals and things like that, because, I mean, my assistant coach tried to talk me into it, and the numbers change every inning.
Yeah.
It's not like you stay the same number. So.
Yep. But I mean, you couldn't mix up the indicators, go double indicators. I mean,
I guess you could. I didn't last long enough to find out.
I wonder what that conversation was about. You don't see Mick come out there too often and discuss anything with the hitter.
Shows bunt on third strikes. Third strike.
Although that. I guess I don't know if that's.
You know what?
Moves the runner.
That's a smart play by Winchester. You know why? Because
it
how many times I've seen, not a lot, that catch will pick up, throw that ball into the first base, and sling it out into right field.
Yeah.
This guy scores all the way home.
I'm gonna give Florida League title stolen base a sponsor on
yeah,
that.
Because that's really what that was.
It's really a stolen base.
The truth is that it was an unsuccessful bunt.
So thanks to Jeff Lestershare.
I mean, the truth is you know, you got to be a little catcher needs to be a little bit more heads up to know that that runner is automatically dead.
Yep.
The bunter is automatically out.
Yep.
And all attention needs to be put on second base.
So thank you to Florida League Title. It's going to bring up Cade Anderson, the center fielder, number 11, up to bat, who had a 2 RBI single last time up. Ground ball over to Estrada. To Estrada for the third out. He kind of bobbles it but gets it. And that's going to end the bottom half of the fourth inning, and St. Paul's still up 5-1, and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
And we're back, WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Jeff Winchester kind of talking about bunting strategies here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it was going to be a sacrifice bunt, he should have been hitting right.
Yeah.
He should have been going right.
This little
if it was a
pitcher
drag bunt, then that's a different story.
Little pitcher for Covington High, though. He's not number curveballs when he's been up on somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you what. Some people say they'd rather bunt a curveball than a good stiff fastball. Yeah. I think somebody's crazy when they say that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I got to, you know, you going up and down here.
That's the last thing you want, right?
It is.
What was your best way to teach bunt and work on bunting? You know, I know Leo McClure used to always say, you know, don't spill the water. You got 2 opens in, don't spill the water. If there's water in the bat, don't spill the water. You know, just flat, up and down.
We had a little instrument that I had, and it was a board. Mm-hmm. And we'd use tennis balls, because tennis balls, if you make a mistake,
it shows it.
And
right?
because most kids want to
poke at it. They
want to poke at the ball.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't want to give with the ball, because just the velocity coming in, hitting the bat, the ball's going to go.
Yep.
I'm telling you, Andy Canizero was so good. I'm telling you, Andy Canizero was so good about bunting the ball, second baseman covering first, bunting a slow roller right through where the second baseman was at.
Yep. So we got a new pitcher for St. Paul's going into the top of the fifth. Number 15, Aiden Barrios. It's going to bring in defensively. Russo's going to move over to first base. And we got Bootery, or who is that in right, Jeff? Can you see?
That is, it looks like Gavin Bootery.
Yep, so Bootery's going to go into right field. First pitch, and he hits number
probably not what you want to do right there.
16, Josh Barletter. And that's a walk-ons walk or hit by pitch. Thinking of walk-ons, our official walk sponsor, WPBN.
That's what I respect about Mick. He believes in the bunt.
Yeah.
He believes in getting guys in scoring position. You know, taking yourself out of a double play. You know.
My only thought process, and this is, I mean, obviously this is a philosophical thing right here. The bunt with a runner on first base with 1 out, where you know you get into 2 outs.
First pitch,
you're sacrificing to get to 2 outs just to get the runner in scoring position. You know, I know it's, you know, a philosophical thing. You know, some people believe in it, some people don't. I mean, I think in that situation, I mean, me personally, which I'm not the manager, but I like to be able to maybe hit and run if I'm trying to make something happen in that situation, or at least, you know, open up the holes in the middle, get some guys going to the bag, you know, and then, you know, try to roll the dice in that situation, and maybe we wind up getting a hit and you get the runner over to second base on that.
Jeff, that's what's great about this game.
I love it. Too many different ways to do it.
all kinds of scenarios.
Yeah, you get too many different ways to do it, which is, I guess, good.
So up to bat for the Lions, number 9, Miles Pons, who sounded like it was off his knob there.
Yeah. It hit something.
It hit something.
I think they're calling it a foul ball, yeah.
So is it going to make it?
Well, your batter didn't give it. He should have been taken off for first base and then being ready to brought back, but he acted all along like he was hit.
Let me move this. There you go. Move this up just a little bit. There you go.
Mike, you're so helpful.
Your cord was rubbing a little bit. Barrios checking first base. 1-1 count to Pond. Fastball away.
Covington boys getting a little loud over here.
Remember last week you were talking about the pitcher's hat coming off?
Uh-huh.
I saw it. Was it the last game? A guy kept coming off a couple of times.
It was AO, I think.
Was it AO?
Yeah, 'cause I was at home.
I said, man, Jeff's going to be talking.
He's going to be talking about that. I wasn't even here. I was at home bowling crawfish, watching it on TV.
Between hats falling off and not getting bunts down is my 2 biggest pet peeves.
2-1 count to Pond.
I tried to work with my pitchers. I'm serious. I would come right here, and I use as little motion as possible because 80, 90 pitches, moving those arms around. But kids have a rhythm. There are certain kids used to tell me, Coach, I just feel better.
We were talking about the other day, watching Aiden's delivery, and it's actually not his delivery really as much as it is his pre-pitch movement, where he starts here, he goes almost behind his back where his hands touch, and then comes set. When we were talking about different pitchers and their pre-pitch movements.
Barrios with a quick pick over to first.
And you talk about wearing yourself out all the time, and then you have Kimbrell.
Kimbrell's hanging.
He's up here.
But he's only got to throw about 15 pitches, Coach.
I get it. I know that, but he throws hard. So, I would want my arm to be as fresh as I possibly can.
He's got a pretty interesting story of how he got where he's at. Hard hit ball down the left field line. Winchester tracking it. That's going to be fair and extra bases. Barletta rounding second, getting the third, getting it into Kiami. So that's a double here in the top of the 5th inning by Pond. Runners on second and third. Going to bring up the leadoff man, number 7, Jacob Gottschall, the center fielder, who's 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. But I'm pretty sure Kimbrell had some type of, and I've been told this story a couple times, where he had some type of injury, arm injury, and all he did while he was out was work on his leg. So he went from like a setup guy to a closer and gained like 10 miles an hour on his fastball or something. And when he came back, transitioned into that closer spot. Fastball for a
pitch
strike.
by Aiden right there, staying down in the zone.
I was just a firm believer in that. As a little effort you use on that mound,
right,
you're going to need it. That 89th, that 90 pitch in the 6th inning. Going to the 7th.
Almost.
Barrios comes set, checks the runner at second twice. Pitch to the plate, ground ball up the middle. Kiami fields it. Goes over to Russo. Great pick by Matthew Russo at first base to get the first out here. But Covington's going to score another run.
Next up, number 20.
And that's going to be an RBI ground out for Jacob Gottschall to make the score 5-2 St. Paul's here in the top of the 5th.
This is what the Wolves have to be careful about, is Covington chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, and all us getting stagnant on the offensive side, which would probably go towards Mick's decision to try to create and manufacture some runs, given that he's up by 4 at the moment. So he probably sees an aggressive hitting team who's gritty.
Big cut
and
by number 23 Mason Estrada,
who's gritty and willing to fight and claw and scratch.
Well, think about this. Fauntleroy had a single that was 14 inches from a 3-run homer.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could very easily be in a 1-run game right here. Because he hits one off the wall with 2 people on.
Yeah, no doubt.
So Habaneros Taco Tuesdays just hit the press box here. Fastball low for called strike.
And this is Mason Estrada right here.
Yep, Mason Estrada.
He can get into one.
Who's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout and a hit by pitch. Batter calls time. Barrios steps off.
Obviously not too concerned about giving that run up over at third base because the infield's playing back now.
Right.
Yep.
I would be playing the outs.
Yeah.
That's going to be strike 3 to Estrada looking from Barrios.
That gun is up,
yeah,
down,
he's
wide.
Those two were old teammates over at Lake Castle right there, Barrios and Estrada. I know Barrios is a year older than Mason, but they played together over at Lake Castle.
Now, did Manny Estrada have a boy that went to Mandeville a few years ago? Do you know?
I'm not 100% sure.
So 2 outs here in the top
Manny,
of the fifth.
if you're listening, or Mike, if you're listening, maybe you can chime in.
Oh, hard hit ball, fly ball. Anderson tracking back.
Yeah, I think it's hanging up there.
Carrying, and Anderson's going to catch it over his shoulder for the 3rd out. That ball kept carrying.
It did.
So Ben Fernandez with a hard, deep fly ball to center field. Cade Anderson makes the catch for the 3rd out. Your score is 5-2 here at the Heap. St. Paul's 5, Covington 2. We're going to the bottom of the 5th, and we'll be right back with a word from our sponsor. And we're back live, WPBN Taco Tuesday at the Heap. Thank you to Habaneros. Connor, you want to cut to our camera?
Sure. It's a little lowered right there.
That's fine. I'll get in it. Can't really get a good look, but chicken salt tacos. Thank you to Habaneros.
Very good.
3 locations, 190, Highway 21, Highway 22. Go see Omar and Dulce. Great food. Best Mexican food on the North Shore, hands down. So, Coach, you got a little bit in your mustache there. Coach Rick Malden wearing the lettuce. He wants to take some habaneros home with him.
How good it is. Let's save it.
Number 14.
Stay hot, Aiden.
Landon Fauntleroy still on the mound for the Lions, going to the bottom of the 5th with Aiden Barrios, number 15, the pitcher now up to bat. Barrios had a home run in the 1st and a
scorching line drive.
Hard line drive to second baseman in the 3rd.
He's seeing it well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a close pitch to take like that. He must be. He's seeing it well.
2-0 was a great pitch to take. It's hard for a kid in high school go to 2-0 and tell them that next pitch, it better be your pitch.
Yeah, that's a walk-on's walk hit by pitch. You can go, Coach. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying it's tough. You know, to me as the next pitcher, 2-1, I think I'm ahead. Batter 2-1, he's thinking he's ahead.
Yep. So that's going to bring up Matthew Russo, the first baseman now, starting pitcher of the game. Number 23 with a runner on first and no outs in the bottom of the 5th.
It's a good look by Matthew.
Good take on a low fastball. Coach Chris Garrett from Covington calling time. That's a River Rock mound visit. So thank you to River Rock, our official mound visit pitching chain sponsor of the Wolfpack Broadcast Network. Coach Garrett coming out to talk to Fauntleroy.
Beautiful night for a high school baseball game. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, it turned out to be really nice.
Because when I first got out here, the ground was, it was soaked.
Mm-hmm.
The grounds crew did a good job.
Yeah, they did a great job.
So 1-0 count to Russo after that River Rock Mound visit. Breaking ball for a strike to make it a 1-1 count.
Kid's got a good breaking ball. You got to give him a little credit. He does. He's going to hang one in just a minute, and Matt.
Ooh, just a hair late on it.
He kind of quick pitched him on that, sped him up. It wasn't really a slide step, but he mixed his timing up there a little bit. So 1-2 count to Russo. Runner going.
Ooh,
big cut by Russo. High fly ball to left field. Barrios coming back to halfway and going back to first base. So that's a fly out for Matthew Russo. Going to bring up Brian Lee, the DH. 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts. So he's due, Coach.
Let's see if we put Aiden in motion again right here. You got another left-handed hitter up. Oh, nice.
Hard hit ball by Brian Lee to left field. Like
Almost
I said,
too hardly hit.
Like I said, he's due. So that's going to be a single for Brian Lee, making him 1 for 3 on the day. Russo, Connor, you got 5-2 on the scoreboard?
Yeah, I have it now.
Okay, cool. Going to bring up Steven Spalita, the catcher, number 5 for the Wolves. Spalita hit into an error his first at bat, reaching by error by the shortstop, and then grounded into a 4-3 in the third inning. Breaking ball in the dirt to Spalita. Barrios trying to read that dirt ball, getting back to the bag.
You talk about due for a hit. Steven's good due for a hit right here. He's been hitting some balls hard. He just haven't found so many holes.
One-0 count to Spalita. Hard hit ground ball to second base. Pond going to turn 2 to Estrada, over
He's
to
safe.
Estrada.
No.
Oh! Out for a 4-6-3 double play.
Steven getting hard down the line right there. And I think if we throw the red flag on that, we go back and watch the film.
Yeah.
He beats that by a step.
So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Scores 5-2 here at the Heap, and we'll be right back on the Wolfpack Broadcast Network.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce the stress of healthcare. Relax. Cutting-edge technology meets first-class service. You have a choice. Tell your doctor you choose Avala Imaging.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a three-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
I think we've.
And we're back. WPBN Wolfpack Broadcast Network going to the top of the 6th. Aiden Barrios on the mound for the Wolves. Taco Tuesday here at the Heat. Coach, I'm going to let you finish while I get this taco down a little bit. It's kind of stuck right here. Dr. Barry Strickland in the house. Dr. Barry, come on. Here, I'm going to let you talk.
Rick Malden. How you doing?
What's up, Barry?
Hey, guys. How y'all?
We're doing good. How are you?
Good.
Busy day today?
Busy day.
Nice. It's always good.
Springtime brings new babies. But
yeah. Any deliveries today?
A couple.
Yeah?
A couple today. Yeah.
Nice.
Had some sick babies and ones that not wanting to respond to being in the world.
All right.
So, but they've all adjusted.
Saving lives. John saving lives.
Trying to get those babies to the races.
That's right.
I think Covington needs to make a little noise this inning. If not,
What are we in here? We're in the top of 6 right here. Top of 6 is going to be number 14, Landon Fauntleroy. Takes the fastball down and away for ball 1 from Barrios. Fauntleroy, the pitcher of record for today.
So my first comments, I was watching a little bit on the way here, and
That ball's popped up behind Russo, who seems to be under control. Got it for out number 1.
umpire seems to be just a little inconsistent on the calls on that outside or inside for a right-handed.
From what we can tell, I mean, it seems to be, the height. It seems to be somewhat
vary a little bit.
Yeah. But
I've been watching it. I've been watching
Who's watching the game?
It looks great. It just I just feel like that,
Number 3, Tyler Wolf coming into the box for Covington.
He is a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah,
he is definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I was like, man, I don't think we got that call last night. But
when it's 5-2, you like to have a pitcher's umpire.
It was a change-up right there, kind of up in the zone, got fouled straight back for strike 2. 0-2 on the hitter. 1 out, top of the 6th inning.
Yeah. Just let them roll.
Little breaking ball right there by Barrios. Gets Wolf to fly out to right field. Gavin Bootery for the catch right there for the 2nd out. It's going to bring up number 24, the first baseman, Michael Estrada.
Batting next, number 24, Michael Estrada.
Estrada's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fly out to the second baseman. Don't let any of that fool you, though. He can put one out of here in a heartbeat. Takes a change up for ball 1.
You say he's just a sophomore, Joe?
No, he's a senior.
Senior, brother.
He got
He
two
followed it up
brothers.
with another change up right there, swinging through. So 1-1 count.
He's got a brother that's a junior too.
His brother, I thought Mason is a sophomore.
Is sophomore?
I think he's a sophomore. Yeah. Fastball swung on, driven deep to center field. Kate Anderson's underneath it. He's got that pretty easy to end the inning right there. So that's going to do it in the top of the 6th inning for the Covington Lions. No runs, no hits, no errors. They go down in order as Barrios completes his 3rd inning of work. And we will be right back.
At Avala Imaging, let us reduce.
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
All right, we're back at the heap right now in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wolves are going to plate Trent Kayami, Hunter Koras, and Cade Lanou this inning. Trent takes a fastball down for ball 1. Trent's 1 for 2 this game. Right now he had a base hit in the 1st with an RBI and a strikeout, 2nd at bat. Great play up the middle I want to say in the 5th inning.
Bare hand catch.
Yeah.
Brush back pitch.
Yeah, right. Get the brush Trent back there without losing a pitch on the pitch count right there.
You know, Jeff, you and I were talking about throwdowns at the beginning of the inning, how catchers, we used to time every one. And
Trent swings at a good fastball right there, even bring the count to 2-1.
I had a number of scouts tell me back in my career that we wanted to see your kid, but he didn't throw the ball down very hard. So from that point on, I said, you know, I'll never have a scout tell me that again.
Yeah. Breaking ball, Trent swings it. It's going to be a tough play for Estrada coming across his body, and he makes the play. That was a really, really nice play by the sophomore Mason Estrada right there, throwing it on over to his brother Michael Estrada. On the run, charging, throwing across his body to get Trent. That's going to bring up number 22, Hunter Corras, who walked and flew out to, let's say, center field. He had a deep fly out to center earlier. Ooh, that ball is not coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, maybe not. Man, I thought that was going way out of there. It came up short. A little warning track right there. But, man, the way that it came off the bat, and the way that it was looking, it looked reminiscent of the home run from Barry earlier today. And just kind of fell short there at the end there. So Corras with a stand-up double that bounces off the warning track to left field. And with one out, that's going to bring up number 8, Cade Lanu, who struck out and walked in his 2 at-bats earlier. Man, I totally got fooled on that. The way that Hunter hit that.
Kind of got up there and, I mean, it didn't die, but it just didn't go out.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a really well-hit ball.
Sure, that was going to be out.
What were you saying about, go back to what you were saying about the pitching and the timing.
When warm-up pitches by the pitcher's done, the catchers throw the ball down and start the inning out.
Yeah.
How many catchers, Jeff and I were talking about, they kind of just lob the ball down, kind of just throw the ball down. And we used to time, you know, seven innings or 6 innings to see what their time was.
This is going to be a pitching change right here. So we're going to have a River Rock Stoneworks pitching change. It looks like Michael Estrada is going to go from first base to the mound. And let's see, who's that number 21? Where did my
it was like Trav Benoit.
Where did my lineup go for them?
Trav Benoit.
Did somebody take the lineup?
Mike?
Number 24.
No, it was. I grabbed it over here, and it was.
The wind blow it down there. Hang on.
He's I think the DH.
There we go.
Trav Benoit.
Yep, Travers Benoit is going to now go, come in and play first base.
What I was talking to Jeff was, back in my career, we were playing in Baton Rouge, and I had a good little catcher, and every inning he threw the ball, just lobbed it down. So finally, scout comes after the end of the game and goes, Coach, really would like to say something about your kid, but he said he never threw the ball down to second base very hard. I know I didn't get a true time on him, and I told Jeff, never again.
Yeah.
Never again did that happen.
You know, the pitcher goes out there, he's got 8 pitches to warm up, for the most part. I mean, sometimes it's 5, whatever. You know, he's trying to do everything he can to be precise for the first hitter. For a catcher to not take advantage of the one opportunity he has to try to get himself right for that inning, I mean, it's just amateur hour.
Right.
You know,
right.
you got to get up there. You got one shot to get yourself right. You better take advantage of it.
Especially when you know people are watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
Looks like Estrada started him off with a slider right there for called strike 1 right now to Lanu.
Dropped down a little bit on that one, too.
Missed nice. Down on that one. Even to count to 1-1. 1 out. Runner on second base. Corras, who just doubled. Stand-up double. Scores 5-2 in favor of the Wolves. Hunter trying to play around with Michael over there.
Get out there.
Drop down again.
Got to play.
So that's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Lanu. 1 out. Strada giving Hunter a good check over there at second base, making sure he's not getting too far off. Looks like he missed just wide with that slider right there.
Hunter did a real good job there. He got him thinking.
Yeah, he did.
he likes to play some mind games with the pitchers when he's on the bases.
Got him thinking for a minute.
Yeah.
If it wasn't so low, I thought he was a pitch out.
Yep. Hunter was waiting for that ball to dot him in the back. It looked like he was kind of flinching right there.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
Hunter's just an impress. He plays everything like very professional. Like. I mean, he's just.
That is going to be a line drive out to right field.
Hit on the nose, though.
Yeah. Credit to Lanu for driving that ball to right center field right there for out number 2. Just going to bring up number 9, the left fielder, Cooper Winchester, who is 0 for 1 today. He walked his first at bat and was called out strike on a strike 3 bunt attempt. He's going to hit from the right side today, or this last at bat. Takes fastball down for ball 1.
He's starting to drop
a little bit.
Yeah, the pitcher's starting to drop a little bit.
It's a good cut.
Winchester swings through the fastball right there to bring the count to even 1-1, 2 outs. Strada misses with what looked like to be a slider off the plate there. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Which he wasn't throwing a lot in the beginning of the game. It was more the curveball was the one that.
Well, this is a new guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have fell asleep in the last inning.
That's all right. Ooh, little check swing, pulled back right there.
Take.
I had you talking about the catcher while ago, timing.
Yeah.
While they were
made
changing.
A little swap.
That's what threw me off just a little bit.
That's exactly. I distracted you.
There you go, right there. He's going to take that.
Run.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Whoa.
I thought he would have popped up on that one. So Winchester walks. Hunter Corres was stealing on the pitch, takes third base, and that's going to bring up Cade Anderson, the leadoff hitter. Cade is
number 11, Cade Anderson.
1 for 3 tonight. The base hit earlier in the game. So first and third, 2 outs. Anderson up. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ooh, hit the inside part of his foot. That
I felt that up here.
Yeah.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Whew. Gosh, the inside
the X-rays out.
Goodness gracious.
I think I could feel that one from here.
Man.
All right, if there's a guy that you want up in the lineup right now in this situation, it's Barrios. He's been swinging a hot stick lately. He's been seeing the ball well. He's 2 for 2 today. Or not 2 for 2, but he's 1 for 2 with
smashed
a home run
yep.
and a hard line drive to second base, and then he walked. He was hit by a pitch earlier. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me right there.
Very generous strike zone.
Yeah. So Estrada hits with a fastball on the first pitch, called strike 1, and then misses a little bit high and away on that slider right there to even the count to 1-1. Ooh. It was a good swing right there by Aiden on a little breaking ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Corres at third, Winchester at second, Anderson at first. Barrios in the batter's box. Matthew Russo praying that there's a ball put in play right here where he can get up in this situation. Just missed off the plate there. Covington fans are definitely letting the umpire hear that, which, quite honestly, I don't know what they're barking about.
I didn't hear that too many other times.
We've seen that pitch be called a ball earlier today, so at least somewhat consistent on the outside part of the plate there. Barrios fouls a breaking pitch back. Still 2-2, 2 outs. Should be seeing the base runners moving on the swing here. Not so much the pitch, but the swing. Ooh, fastball up and in on Barrios right there, who takes for ball 3. So 3-2, 2 outs. You're going to see the base runners moving right here on the pitch. Let's see what Barrios does right here. There they go, and it's got him a little bit out in front right there. Get a little soft pop up to first base, and that's going to do it for the Wolves in the bottom half of the 6th inning right there. They come up empty, and we are heading to the 7th, and we will be right back.
Are you missing out on life because of knee or hip pain? At Avala, we personalize your hip or knee replacement. A CT scan is used to create a 3-dimensional model of your joint. For your custom joint surgery, why would you go anywhere else? You have a choice. Choose Avala.
And we are back at the heap, top of the 7th inning right now. Wolves are on top of the Covington Lions 5-2. Aiden Barrios still on the mound for the Wolves here. And it looks like we're going to wind up having number 21, Travers Benoit, come to the batter's box. We got Benoit, Barletter, and Pons due up for the Lions in the top of the 7th inning right here.
I've grown up with this kid. He lives in our neighborhood and on the horse farms. And his grandfather owns him.
Benoit's 0 for 2 today. Had a ground out to the third baseman, and then he had a fielder's choice in his second at bat. Barrios not wasting any time, going directly at him with a fastball. And it was a nice cut, just missed for strike 1. Ooh, good change up right there by Barrios.
I'm sorry, you're good. What has he done so far?
So he grounded out to third, and he had popped up into a fielder's choice.
Okay.
In his second at bat. Ooh, nice fastball for strike 3 right there called. So that's going to be out number 1, Benoit, with the strikeout there. It's going to bring up number 16, Josh Barletter, who flew out to center field and was hit by a pitch in his second at-bat. Was a top velocity strikeout right there. Thank you to those guys over at Top Velocity. First pitch swinging through is for a fastball right there by Barrios. Bring the count 0-1. 1 out in the 7th. Well, there you go, Covington fans. There's that fastball that would look like a strike, but really wasn't. So at least it's going both ways tonight.
I watched it on the ride.
Change up low for ball 2. Bring the count to 2-1. Wind still blowing out to center. Little swinging bunt right there, needs to be picked up quick because that looked like it had some kind of funky spin on it. Didn't know whether or not it was going to come back foul right there. But you've seen that happen a bunch of times where the third baseman or the corner guy just gives up on it, and all of a sudden that ball spins back into fair territory, and then
and the batter still standing in the batter's box.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. So 2-2.
Some coaches
Barletter.
Glued.
Barrios throws a fastball, catches the corner this time for strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. Another top velocity strikeout right there. That's going to bring up number 9, Miles Pond, to the plate, who lined out to second base earlier, and he had a double that we thought was going to be out of here. He actually hit the top of the wall. Oh no, this was the one that rolled all the way to the fence, down the line. That's right. I think it was Wolf. Was it Wolf that hit that ball? Hit off the top of the wall? It was. Another scorching ball over there to third base that kind of eats up Hunter Koras over there. He wants to backdoor him. Oh, almost.
Hey,
so Koras tries to attempt to field the hot shot over there at third. Comes up a little bit empty, and Pond took a really big, aggressive turn over at first base, and Hunter gave it a shot. I think if it was up,
it was almost
up. Yeah, if it doesn't bounce, we might have it over there. So 2 outs.
It'd been close enough to.
And that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, number 7, Jacob Gottschalk.
Yeah. Let it come to him a little bit.
Run is not going to do anything getting to second base, so I don't even know if they're going to try to take this bag right here. Called strike 1 for Barrios on that fastball. Changeup's got Gottschalk out in front right there for the soft pop-up to Hunter Koras, and that is going to do it. And the final score is St. Paul's 5, Covington Lions 2. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back to wrap things up here with the St. Tammany Auctioneer postgame show. We'll be right
This is a walk-on athlete. They push harder and put their heart into the game. This is the passion we're built on. It's why we put our heart into creating game day with a taste of Louisiana. Walk-ons, we live for this.
And we're back live, WPBN, Wolfpack Broadcast Network. St. Paul's gets the win 5-3. Is that right?
5-2.
5-2, I'm sorry.
Yep, 5-2.
Couldn't see the scoreboard. 5-2 over the Covington Lions, crosstown rival. Big win for the Wolves.
Yeah.
Tough game, gritty game. Both teams coming in wanting to beat each other. So give me some recaps here, Russo, Winchester.
I enjoyed the game. The legend was on the 1s and 2s with you guys, so I got to watch it. I was very impressed with Covington. I thought their arm was a plus arm. Through two to three pitches on command, and the tempo was there. Yep. I think, look, I'm going to say it right now. They should. I was just telling Coach, they should be in the playoffs.
Yep.
They are a playoff contender. You got the Estrada boys, very good. Dude on the mound was legit. Catcher, solid. Solid across the board.
Is he going someplace?
Estrada?
No.
Fernandez?
No, the first pitcher.
I look.
Hopefully
people
Fauntleroy.
watch this for a reason. Yeah. I think the kid was good.
Yeah.
Yep. He was getting the 3-6, and I think it's getting 3-6 is one thing, but being able to throw it 3-6 when you know you're getting it is another thing.
Yep.
Right. And but again, I think we got timely hits, played good D. Yep. I think Matthew did a good job on the mound. And again, nice job, Coach. And again, I just think that had a nice early part of the game where we kind of got out in front 4-0.
Yeah.
Settled in, and they fought back. I thought that ball was gone. I heard y'all talking about it. Yeah. I thought that ball was gone.
It was a foot and a half from a 3-run bomb.
Yeah,
for
and it's a completely different game, right? So
and you had a couple errors there. I mean, it could have easily,
absolutely
2 or 3 plays difference. We're down going in.
Yeah,
Lanu.
I didn't like our ability to not follow through with the small ball today. And I know it didn't really pan out. It didn't really have that big of an impact in this specific game.
Yeah.
But stuff like that typically can.
Right.
And if you're going to win against good teams late in the season, especially playoffs, those are areas that we need to clean up. We need to be able to get those bunts down. We need to be able to execute. And I thought that was probably the one takeaway that I think maybe we need to put a little bit more focus on.
Yeah.
But when you've got good pitching and you got great defense tonight, we saw some really good plays. Especially that play, a key play that was up the middle with Kayami and Cade Lanu meeting over at second base for the for the third out of that out of that inning, which that inning could have easily gotten out of hand. Yep. But a big play in that scenario, and when you got your good defense and you have some good pitching on the mound, you're going to make up for the small little errancies that take place offensively. And the defense and the pitching definitely picked up the offense in that regard.
I think my brother Chris really wrapped it up on what you said, because he sent the text message to me. And he goes, bunt and practice tomorrow.
Yeah, we talked about it.
So, but the thing about it was, because again, y'all are seeing it from up here. I got the opportunity to see it from down there.
Yeah.
That dude was throwing that hammer, 0-0.
Yeah.
And they were getting behind on the bunts, right? That's a hard. It was a hard break.
Yeah.
It was a very late hard break on it.
Yeah,
and
but
they weren't just missing it.
Yeah.
They were
poking it.
They were missing it.
Yeah.
Right?
So, I mean, but with an 0-0 count, if you don't see fastball, right, Winchester, you want to pull back anyway.
Yeah, I mean, traditionally, obviously,
make them call it.
A ball that's moving like that is not one that you want to bunt. But when you get in situations like we did tonight on a couple different occasions where you have 2 strikes,
right?
You're almost put in a position where you got to take what you can get. And while I will say one of the best balls to bunt is a ball that's low. It doesn't even have to really be in the zone to be a good ball to bunt, as long as it's low.
Yep.
One that's breaking and
something
whatnot
you can stay on
is going to be
top
a little
of
bit more difficult to execute on. So
Wolves get the win 5-2 over a crosstown rival, Covington High. St. Paul's moves to 16-4 on the season and remain 4-0 in district.
5-0 now.
5-0.
5-0.
Okay, 5-0 in district. Sorry about that.
Yeah. That's all right.
And 16-4 on the season.
You were boiling crawfish, bud.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
So just kind of a quick recap. Matthew Russo started on the mound for the Wolves. Had 5 strikeouts, gave up 1 earned run. Aiden Barrios with a first-inning home run to get the Wolves on the board.
That's a big statement right there.
In the trees,
Good
big
for
home
him.
run.
Yeah.
Also had RBI single by Trent Kayemi in the third, and a 2 RBI single by Cade Anderson in the third, also to kind of extend that lead and kind of break it away, and they never looked back at 5-2. So Aiden Barrios came in with 3 strikeouts to close it up, and huge play of the game. I'm going to say 2 plays of the game. Hunter Corras' slow roller that he made look very easy, and it was a tough play. And then the 6-4 flip to Lanou, everybody crossing.
And
he barehands it. I mean, if he misses that, another run scores. You know, we talked about it, the single off the wall that was 14 inches from a 3-run bomb. Right. You know, a lot of things, couple things change.
Yeah.
Different ball game.
No.
So.
This game was played a lot closer than just the 5-2 score. You know, you could almost feel like it was a 1-run ball game for a long time there, just because of the way that the game was being played out. But, you know, I will say, you know, as much as we failed to execute in the bunting situation, we did have those key hits that helped make up for it. I know even Trent, you know, trying to get the bunt down with the first 2 strikes, and then winds up hitting a base hit to right center field or right field, and scores the runner from second. So not only are we getting him over, we're getting him in. So he kind of made up for that. So, you know, a couple key turns of events right there where we were able to make up for what we failed to do earlier in the game. So, you know, kudos to the Wolves for coming through with that, and looking forward to Thursday. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty big game.
What do you think they're going to throw?
Oh,
all right, we're going to throw Anderson. If Covington's listening, we're going to throw Anderson. Okay, so get ready there. And, no, I think I hope it's another – I love that this is competitive.
Yeah.
Right? I love that these crosstown rivals, kind of like what Coach is talking about, this was a very well played and a very respectful game as well.
Yeah.
Because they all, like you guys said, they all grew up together playing. And I think it was very, very, very well played baseball game.
Yep. Yeah. Claire, cover your ears at home, but I'm going to text Drag later tonight or tomorrow and see if we can go on the road Thursday over at Covington. It's not on the streaming schedule, but
Cheese, are you available?
So we'll see what we can do.
I'm good for it.
So Sub-Varsity has a game tomorrow
struggles after
over at Fontainebleau.
I'll manage.
Next streaming game is scheduled for April the 8th. Pretty big gap there. Let's see if we can fill a hole and see if we can head over to the – I don't know what's the field called over there. It's the Cow Palace for football.
We're going to go Lions Field. This is what it's all about right here, right?
Yep.
See that?
Yep.
That's what it's all about.
So
it's all said and done, man.
Let's go ahead and wrap up St. Tammany Ochsner post-game show. St. Paul's gets the win 5-2.
Shout out to Ben Favreau, who spent the game with me, too.
Ben?
Over here, my old neighbor.
Ben.
You remember Ben?
Yeah.
Across the street?
Yeah.
So, and big win, did not get a new phone today. He had the option to upgrade, and he decided not to.
Oh, big
Just wanted to let y'all know. Yeah,
Which
he didn't
one?
do it.
Who?
So
My
he's still
dad.
flipping
My
it.
dad. He's still
he's still
with
flipping
the
it.
phone.
He's still
Yeah.
flipping it open.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet. Is it the cricket with the big numbers?
Totally. You
Old
can't hear.
habits
You can
die
hear it
hard.
from here. You can hear it, man.
Old habits die hard.
And it vibrates across the table.
It does. And he looks like it's the first time it's rang. You know, every time.
So 5-2, St. Paul's
Solid
gets the
job
win. They moved to 16-4 on the season, 5-0 in district. 247. We're going to wrap this up. St. Tammany Ochsner post-game show, and we might see you in 48 hours over in Covington.
District before state,
guys. So we'll see you.
For.
So look for highlights on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, and we'll be back in a few days.
Is going to be on there.
Yeah, slow roller,
Barrios,
Lanou.
Lanou.
A lot of Russo strikeouts.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all over the
good.
place.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys later, 247.
That's
247.
There's a place on the North Shore where children feel right at home. Our highly specialized partnership provides them the most comprehensive pediatrics. Together, we offer extensive capabilities for everything from a simple checkup to specialties like cardiology and urology. So, while they have so far to go in life, all they need is right here. Ochsner Hospital for Children at St. Tammany Parish Hospital. Advanced care for kids of all ages.
go! Come on, let's go!